Right now, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven because I get to talk with one of my favorite people in the entire universe. He
Oh,
wears so many great hats, but the one he's wearing today is, he wears the hat of Grandpa. And congratulations, my friend, on the new baby.
thank you, Pat. Thank you so much.
But today he's actually wearing his Frontier Airlines hat. Good afternoon, Mr. Alfredo Gonzalez. Nice to have you with us on today's program.
Oh, Pat, thank you for having me again. It's a pleasure. I mean, it's always so incredibly motivating to speak to you and really for everything that you do for the community here, not only for the Jamaican community, but almost everybody that actually listens to your show. So thank you for having me again. It is really an honor.
And I'm so excited that I am heading to Reggae Sumfest 1, but 2, that I'm also going to be heading to Sumfest on Frontier Airlines once again.
That's right. So, I mean, I can't believe that just actually next week you'll be having the Reggae Sunfest.
It's that time of the year, biggest summer festival in Jamaica. All of the big artists, everybody flying in from all over the world for that one.
Well, I wish I was one of those people going to the. I mean, it's going to be. I mean, you imagine 5 day, almost what, almost 5 days of reggae with the amazing parties like the all white party and the beach party. How come I'm not going?
Okay, you were not nice enough to me the last time I saw you, so I can't and I can't fit you in my 40-pound suitcase that I'm taking on Frontier Airlines. So you have to wait until the next time around, Alfredo.
Well, let me tell you what, I better be on that list for the 2023 Reggae Sunfest in Montego Bay because A, I love Jamaica, B, I love Montego Bay, and God, I love reggae. So, I mean, you're throwing three amazing things. And I hope that our audience is listening right now about, the quality of the talent that will be performing during Sunfest, Coffee and Sizzla and Spice. I mean, you got the best of the best out there.
It certainly is that. And you know what? For those people who have not yet made their flight arrangements to head into Jamaica, tell them, because they're listening from all over the United States and all over the world, actually, but tell them about the Frontier
Sure.
flights into Jamaica.
Well, absolutely, Pat. I mean, we have amazing service from Florida, and it's not really from Florida. It's the let's say Orlando alone. We have 100 connections that come from all over the country through Orlando that can go directly to Montego Bay. And then for those people in South Florida, you could take the flight to Kingston. And they probably most of our Jamaican in the audience know that it's only a 2-hour drive from Kingston to Montego Bay on a beautiful highway. So we make it very easy. And it's real simple. You can go to flyfrontier.com, which is our main website, and look to see what's available. I mean, on a 5 day festival, you know that you can, if you want to go for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you have availability of flights that leave Orlando, Miami, and both Kingston and Montego Bay. So remember this, flyfrontier.com will get you to Jamaica and hopefully get you there next week to enjoy Reggae Sunfest.
Okay, talk to us a little bit more, Alfredo, about Frontier Airlines and now flying to Jamaica. What are some of
Sure.
the things that you want your passengers, our listeners, to know?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things that really separate us from other airlines. Number one is our low fares. I mean, low fares done right. By comparison, and we know that this is a global problem, we still try to maintain the lowest fares in the industry compared with what some of our Jamaican passengers used to pay before we were in the market. So we are making an impact by offering the Jamaican community and the communities in Florida and around the country to go. The other is our green initiative. Frontier is one of the greenest airlines as far as conservation of energy, protection of endangered species. A lot of the things that we work on, the low fares, the green initiatives, and the protection of animals, is something very close and dear to Jamaica as well. Jamaica is doing a ton of work being like eco-friendly, ecotourism. So all those things we support. And we as people need to start supporting those things as well because we don't want our children and our children's children, especially now that I just became a grandfather, to be able to see animals only on a pictured on the tail of an airplane. We want to be able to make sure that people that go to Jamaica and go to Ocho Rios or just take a tour to be able to see animals in their natural habitat. That's going to be something we want to work together with, not only with Jamaica, but all of our partners in the Caribbean. So I think that makes us different, Pat. And I hope that our listeners can also take that and say, wow, this airline is not just giving us low fares. This airline is also helping us save the environment, because at this stage of the game, we all need to work together towards that.
One of the interesting things when I booked my flight, and I'm going into Kingston because, it's my hometown. So I'm flying to
Right.
Kingston first, then heading down to Montego Bay. In booking my Frontier flight was the way that I was able to kind of, curate my whole baggage experience. You want to explain a little bit about that?
Sure. We, as a low-cost airline, do charge for baggage. And what's interesting is that we have what it's actually called, it's almost compared to hotels to the pricing varies based on the occupancy on the plane. So we recommend to our passengers, look, book early and buy your luggage early. That way you don't have to pay the full price when you get to the airport. So as a low fare carrier, yes, we do charge for luggage, but we do encourage our passengers, if you book early and you pay for your luggage early online, you're going to save a ton of money.
I did that. I'm all packed and ready to go first to Kingston and then head to Montego Bay for Reggae Sumfest. Anything else connected with Frontier that you want to share with our listeners at this time, Alfredo?
Well, just that we continue to grow. We are noticing that we are creating a loyal base of customers in both in the Montego Bay area and the Kingston area, which is what everybody dreams about, being able to have a loyal connection to the market. But we're also doing a lot really in creating a trusted product for the Jamaican community that lives in Florida and around the country. And that's the goal, Pat. And thanks to you that you've been able to carry that message to everyone, because I know that you have such a loyal audience, and you've given us the opportunity to kind of ride your coattails and allow us as Frontier Airlines to send these messages to your audiences. So all I can say is, look, we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to offer low rates. We're going to continue to try to connect communities that need to be connected. And look, we're still not even over COVID, but what we tried from the beginning, we understood there was a need for people to be connected, especially with the amazing relationship that is between Florida and Jamaica. And we needed to keep that going. And Frontier was one of the first to jump in there and say, we will fly to Jamaica. We will be responsible with our health and safety regulations. So we want to continue to grow our presence in Jamaica, both in Jamaica and with the Jamaican residents in the States. So, Pat, thank you for allowing us, Frontier Airlines, to stay in front of your audience. And really, I wish I could join you and everyone else that is going to Sumfest, because I know how important it is for these, and especially in today's world, to be able to get together and enjoy the culture, enjoy the food, and enjoy the amazing people in Jamaica.
All right, so I'll put you on hold then for next year, Sumfest 2023. You and I will be the touring partners, all right?
Well, I'm writing it down right now. So, Pat, you can't go back on this. Hundreds of people just listen that we're going to do this together.
All right, Alfredo, you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Stay safe.
Thank you.
And kiss the baby.
Pat. Thank you for the opportunity.
And kiss the baby for me, all right?
Oh, I can't wait.
All righty. Alfredo Gonzalez there from Frontier Airlines. Frontier Airlines flies to and from Jamaica from Kingston to Miami. They also fly from Montego Bay to Miami, Orlando, Atlanta, and Philadelphia. And I'll be on board next week. We'll keep you, of course, posted on all of our activities for Reggae Sumfest 2022.